Director Research, Professor K. Karnikansu sir, respected Sri Uday Kumar Ramamurthy, Managing Director, Accenture, Chennai, Professor S. Sivasatya, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, beloved Professor P. Sujata, Course Coordinator of this program, my colleague Dr. Sujana, participants from different part of the country, research scholar, media people from EMRC, staff members of MMTC, good morning to all. I am very happy and delighted in inviting you all for this short-term program on data analytics and artificial intelligence for teaching and research. The idea of organizing, especially this particular program came in through our Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Prakash Babu. When he came after the visit at Delhi, he was telling to us, Arul, instead of conducting a program on a routine mode, especially the outdated program, we used to do it over the period. Instead, you think it of doing it something in a emerging trend, particularly the areas like artificial intelligence, skill development. So that idea, we are in a position to visualize and bring it in the form of a short-term program on data analytics and artificial intelligence. Thanks to our Honorable Vice Chancellor for his advice, motivating things, especially for UGC MMTC. We are in a position continue to do this kind of event, especially through the UGC MMTC Pondicherry University. For the kind information of the resource persons as well as for the participants, UGC MMTC is having a sequence of program. Some of the program we are doing it through online, particularly the NEP related program, NEP 2020 orientation and sensitization program, that we are doing it every month. Otherwise, as per the direction of UGC, we have a very limited offline program. Among this program, this particular short-term program comes in. So we have a lot of program in sequence. Today we are starting this short-term program on data analytics and AI for teaching and research. Tomorrow we are starting a NEP orientation and sensitization program, especially focusing on skill enrichment and entrepreneurship. Followed by in the month of February, we have another program especially for e-content development for the purpose of creating MOOC courses as well as SWAYAM courses. Then in the month of February, we are having a faculty induction program, especially for the new entrant. Then followed by we have a program on language technology, particularly focusing on Hindi. So these are all the program we are scheduled to conduct through the UGC MMTTC. Thanks to our respected Director Research, he is the one who has approved all the program when he was the Vice Chancellor in charge. Sir, thank you so much for being with us for this inauguration of a short-term program on data analytics and AI for teaching and research. Not only that, Sir has made remarkable impact, especially in the university campus when he was the Vice Chancellor in charge. So many things happened, especially in the campus, be it infrastructural development or increasing the number of students and research scholars in the campus, or otherwise betterment of the welfare of the employees. So his visionary leadership helped a lot. That fruits we are start harvesting here. The special thing which I want to mention here is that you all know about it. Pondicherry University, one of the university ranked top even in QS rating as well as NIRF ranking. When he was the IQAC coordinator, he found out that where the things to be strengthened, that helped us to rank better position these days. So thank you so much for your contribution. Thank you so much for your presence in inaugurating this particular program. I also welcome our respected resource person. He is a very right person, Sri Uday Kumar Ramamurthy, Managing Director, Accenture. It is very rare to get this kind of personality for this type of program, particularly which is connected with AI. So thank you so much. Yours is one of the organization made throughout the world a huge impact. We really feel very happy and delighted in inviting you for this event. We also have with us the Dean School of Engineering and Technology, Professor S. Sivasatya. I can say so many things about her. She is an innovator. She came out with a special module of teaching. She is the national award-winning teacher. The rarest feat one can achieve. It is very difficult to achieve in Pondicherry University. Feel proud of having such a kind of eminent teacher, a professor who made a great impact on the student's life. Ma'am, on behalf of MMTC UGC, we are welcoming you. We also have with us the course coordinator. First of all, my sincere thanks to Computer Science Department headed by Dr. Professor Vijay Kumar, because Computer Department is contributing a lot for the betterment of MMTTC. Very recently we had a program on computational social science, which was coordinated by Dr. Kupuswamy as well as Dr. Sunita. So really that was a wonderful program. Thanks to Dr. Jay Kumar for his wholehearted support through the Department of Computer Science. So now this program is coordinated by Professor Sujata. So on behalf of UGC MMTC, we welcome you, ma'am. I'm really delighted and happy in welcoming you all the participants. You are really going to be the real beneficiaries of this particular program. People from all over India registered for this particular program. If I want to say, there were overwhelming response. More than 95 people registered for using the centralized portal of UGC MMTTC, after which we could able to see around 50 plus. We are really happy in welcoming you all. You are going to be the real beneficiary of this program. You might have already gone through the program schedule, which is prepared by Dr. Sujata, which is roped up both the industry people as well as the academician who are eminent in the field of data analytics and artificial intelligence. So I welcome all the research scholars, then the faculty staff members. I also welcome my colleague Dr. Sujana, who is also the coordinator for NEP program in the UGC MMTTC. Once again, I welcome you all for this event program. Definitely this is going to be a very enjoyable experience for you. Definitely you can enjoy the Pondicherry University campus ambience as well. So once again, I welcome you all for this event. Thank you.
Program, may I invite Professor P. Sujata ma'am to address the gathering.
Respected Director, Studies, Educational Innovation and Rural Reconstruction, Professor K. Tarani Karasu sir, and Director MMTTC, Professor P.G. Arul, and the Chief Guest, Uday Kumar Ramamurthy sir, from Accenture, Chennai, and our HOD sir, Professor S.K.D. Jaykumar sir, and Srujana madam, and all the participants from the university as well as from the affiliated colleges and scholars, and all the dignitaries on the stage and off the stage. It gives me immense pleasure to deliver scope of the program titled as Data Analytics and AI for the Teaching and Research, which is organized by MMTTC, Pondicherry University. So today we stand at remarkable moment in the evolution of higher education. As we move into an era driven by data and intelligence, we are reminded of a powerful message. Artificial intelligence is not about replacing humans, but not replacing humans, but amplifying the potential of humans. So we are living in a time where data has become the new driving force of decision making, and AI has become the catalyst that is transforming every academic discipline. Whether we look at education, healthcare, agriculture or governance, analytics and AI are reshaping how problems are understood and solved. Data analytics is a powerful tool that turns raw data into useful insights, helping the organizations make informed decisions and drive growth. The scope of the data analytics is wide and includes many areas of business and daily life. In the future, data analytics is set to expand further, driven by advancements in technology like AI. The participants of this program are the teachers as well as the researchers. For us, this transformation is even more crucial. So as educators, continuous upskilling is emerging in emerging technology is not a choice, but a necessity for remaining relevant and impactful. So teaching is changing from content delivery to personalized data-driven learning. Research is changing from manual exploration to AI-accelerated discovery. So all the institutions are changing from routine administration to predictive and intelligent planning. In this context, the next decade in higher education will belong to those who can blend domain expertise with data intelligence. And this 6-day program is designed exactly to equip you for the emerging academic landscape. So integrating the data analytic and AI is essential because it empowers faculty to make evidence-based decisions and improves academic outcomes. As the saying goes, AI will not replace teachers, but teachers who use AI will replace those who do not. So data analytics enable us to understand learners better, improve research quality by performing data-driven research, statistical modeling, data visualization, and machine learning. These are now essential for good quality publications in almost all the fields like arts, science, commerce, engineering, and social sciences. And it also supports institutional decisions. The analytics helps with curriculum reforms, NAC indicators, research benchmarking, outcome-based education, faculty performance tracking, and many more. In short, data analytics turn institutions into insight and assumptions into evidence. So artificial intelligence is no longer a futuristic technology, it is our everyday academic companion. AI today supports educators in developing lesson plans, question bank, assignments, rubrics, reducing the time teachers normally spend on repetitive preparation activities. Helps us in automating routine tasks, giving teachers more time for mentoring than the preparations. So creating personalized learning pathway for the students. Research with literature review tools, data synthesis, predictive modeling, coding, assistance, and visual tools, and also hypothesis generation, data cleaning, and pre-processing, simulations, predictions, etc. So literature search with evidence-based synthesis is also possible, and research writing, formatting, which usually consumes a large portion of researcher time. So therefore, integrating these two technologies empowers faculty to make evidence-based decisions in teaching as well as in research, leading to more accurate insights, personalized learning, and improved academic outcomes. So these technologies enables both the teachers and the researchers to work smarter, faster, and with greater impact. So this program is beautifully designed to create progressive learning journey combining conceptual understanding, hands-on practice, ethical awareness and advanced tools. So the day 1 theme, foundations of data and AI, and day 2's theme is AI tools, ethics and research applications, and the day 3 theme is AI in teaching and learning. And 4th day we are fixed a theme on research data analysis and Gen AI for academic world. 5th day AI for content creation and real education use cases. The last day advanced AI tools and documentations. So this is how we have formulated the 6 days themes. This structure ensures concepts, practice, tools, ethics, applications and advanced skills. Based on these themes, we have been invited resource persons from industry as well as academia. So it's a perfect journey for every teacher and the researchers. So this program is not just a technical workshop, it's a step toward building. So AI literate teachers, data-driven researchers, academically empowered institutions, national digital capacity building aligned with NEP 2020. The true success of this program will be when each of you apply these tools to your classroom, integrates analytics into your research, mentors students using AI responsibly, adopts data-driven decision making, shares this knowledge, whatever you gain here, with your fellow colleagues in your institution. As educators, we are the architects of the future. AI and data analysts don't diminish our role. Instead, they elevate our capability, multiply our impact and expand what we can achieve. So I warmly welcome all the speakers, experts from industry and academia and all the enthusiastic participants who have joined us today. Let us begin this journey of transforming teaching and research through data analytics and AI. Let this week ignite new ideas, new collaborations, new possibilities and directions in your teaching and research journey. Lastly, I thank the director sir and my HOD sir and Srijana ma'am, Dean ma'am and the director of SEER, Pondicherry University. They have guided me and they have supported me to conduct this program, and I sincerely thank every one of you. Thank you a lot. Thank you all.
Thank you, ma'am, for elaborating on the significance and insights of the programs which you have designed on a day-to-day basis. I hope the participants will be enthused by this introduction of the program. Now I am truly honored to invite the Best Teacher Awardee Madam, Professor S. Sivasatya ma'am, Dean, School of Engineering and Technology, Pondicherry University, to deliver the felicitation address.
Respected Director Studies, Professor K. Dharanikar sir, respected Chief Guest of today, Shri Uday Kumar Ramamurthy, Managing Director, Accenture Chennai, respected Professor P.G. Arun, Director, MMTTC, and the organizers of this program, Professor Sujata and Professor Srijana, and all the enthusiastic participants, faculty colleagues, my dear friends. Very good morning to each and every one of you present here. So I deem it my pleasure to deliver the felicitation address today, and because it's a pride for me, because one of my colleagues, Professor Sujata from the Department of Computer Science, is organizing such a program, such a wonderful program to align AI with education. As all of us know that AI is no longer a futuristic technology, or it is not a term that is a buzzword, right? It has become an integral part of our everyday lives, and education is no exception to that. As all of us know, like whenever we give an assignment or whenever we give a test, everybody resort to AI nowadays, right? They go, even to fill an application, people go in search of AI. They know ChatGPT, Gemini, Perplexity and whatnot. So such is the popularity of AI. So AI is nothing new and everybody knows what AI is. But how do we use it for good? how do we use it ethically? How do we use it for the betterment of the society? Or how do we use it for the betterment of education? That is what we are supposed to inculcate in the future generation. And as we teachers, we should know how to handle the students as well as AI in the right form. Because we cannot say don't use AI, so that's bad. And we'll be like old school guys, right? So we have to use AI. At the same time, we should promote how students are able to use AI for improving their capability, improving their cognitive skills, or improving their presentation skills, and so on. So that is where we should play a role. We should know how to balance both. Because today if you see, AI plays a major role in education. Say, as you know, like previously digital learning platform was there. It is not a new thing, because with the COVID wave, everybody started going into the online education, online mode of teaching, online mode of evaluating students. We had Google Classroom, we had LMS, we had Moodles, we had so many other things which everybody became adapted. It's not that only computer science faculty knew how to do it, because everybody at one point of time, everybody were pushed into it. Whether knowingly or unknowingly, they were pushed into the use of online and AI based techniques. So digital learning is not new, but the use of AI, the pervasive presence of AI in all spheres, that is what is building up today. And with the availability of data, so you give some assignment to the students. Say, as a teacher, you will be only able to evaluate, okay, she is performing good, she is not performing good, okay, you just score the thing. But if you have an AI tool, you can see over a period of time, or you can evaluate, you can do a continuous assessment of how the student performs, which student is needing some help, what expertise you can provide, or how you can do some hand holding for the students. So all these are the things that is required, and that could be done easily with the help of tools. So there are a number of tools available, like probably you will be given insights on all the tools, like you have Smart Sparrow, Newton. So for each and everything, like for example, course content creation, you have a tool. For evaluation, you have a tool like, for instance, I just went to like what are the tools that are available. Like you can see Grade Score is an automated administrative tool which can easily grade the assessment and provide some insights into, like it gives you some actionable insights. Probably not like just like looking at the paper, you see like, okay, he's doing good or not. Probably you can see like which part of the question paper all the students are doing well, or which part of the question paper like everybody is facing difficulty. So you can improve your teaching teaching on that particular content. So this is what AI gives you. Like you have enhanced personalized learning. Say like not all the students will be able to learn at the same pace. So you can develop personalized learning with the help of AI. So you have some tools like Dreambox, Smart Sparrow, and so on. And then you can give a more engaged learning capability, like using Cohort, Minecraft, and you have actionable insights, tools that AI-based tools that give actionable insights like Newton, Alta, so which can track the student performance over a period of time. So looking at all this, like AI gives you a way by which you can have an adaptive, accessible learning environment, a more personalized learning environment, and you can also make smart content creation, you can do proctoring, you can do administration. So all those things are possible with the help of AI. So keeping all this in mind, I think the organizers of this program have taken the right step forward to put in all this content into one module and give it in the 6 days. So I hope that all the participants will really enjoy taking up this session and will have a wonderful learning experience throughout the 6-day journey. And I'm sure that having seen this content, it's fully packed. The schedules, like you have implementing AI in research, then ethical, legal and practical considerations in AI. These are some of the things. Responsible AI, because like as citizens we should know how to use AI in a responsible and ethical way. So all these things are completely packed in this, it's a power packed session, I should say, and I really congratulate the organizers for bringing out this wonderful package for the participants. And as teachers, I know that most of us are aware of many tools, but still I think you will have a wonderful learning experience. I wish and all the participants to have a great learning experience over here, and I wish the organizers for taking up this program and for giving me an opportunity to address this gathering. And I also thank the administration, our Vice Chancellor, our Director and Director of MMTTC for having come up with such a kind of a wonderful program. Thank you all. Have a nice session ahead. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am, for elaborating the scope of this program, what all can be taught in this program, what can be achieved, and it's like a prelude to the first session. Now the participants are motivated to enter into their program. We are so thankful for you to elaborate on the main objectives of the program. Now we are truly honored to have with us Professor K. Taranikar sir, Director Studies, Pondicherry University. May I request him to address the presentation?
Professor P.G. Arun, Director, UGC MMTTC. Professor S. Satya, Dean School of Engineering and Technology. And the course coordinator, Professor Potula Sujata, and the MMTTC Assistant Professor, Dr. A. Sujana. And I could see head of the department, Professor S.K. Jayakumar, and all the participants. Good morning, everyone. So before I talk, I would like to know overall from other than computer science background. Anybody is there other than? Okay, yes. So that, yeah, please. So that means I thought it is only for the computer science faculty members. So for more than 40% is non-computer science, correct? So this will be really very useful course for non-computer science. For computer science, you have to teach us. I am not a computer science background person, I am basically a chemistry person. So AI is playing a major role everywhere. So like one time, nano was the very famous. Like this now AI has become the very important field. And without AI, if you do research or teaching, so it is really something missing for the students as well as the research. So I am basically a chemistry teacher, also doing research in medicinal chemistry. So before we do the medicinal chemistry research is different. After we do the medicinal chemistry, it is totally different. So if you don't adopt into the AI in your research, whether it is even in a computer science or whatever the field, the non-computer science you are, then you will be missing something. There is always a hesitation whenever even the TV came also, that time there is a hesitation whether we should use computer. Even the computer was introduced. So we call it as the, what is this? Not only this, it is fools, something they mentioned this. Idiot box, yes, idiot box. So even the electricity was introduced. That time it was questioned what is the use of, when it was mentioned, there is a electricity, then everyone was questioned. Similarly, when train was introduced also, so when the train is going towards more than 30 kilometers, what will happen? So the disaster may happen like this. There was always, whenever the new thing comes, there is always opposition, and also there is always the positive point in this. So both will be there. The train accident, whatever they said, still it is happening, but positive things also there. Even electricity also, there is positive things also there, negative things also there. So our aim is to, as we are an academic, our aim is to bring good things for the education and research. That is the motive of our agenda. And based on this only, we have come to this short-term program on data analytics and AI. So when you take as I told you, AI, before in medicinal chemistry research, we generally synthesize some compounds in chemistry. Then we check whether it will be inhibiting any of the disease. In that we call it as in vitro. Then after this, we also take that structure and we do the in silico also. In silico means we take the proteins of the particular disease, particular pathogen, and we do docking, computer docking, whether any non-covalent bond interaction is there, so that it will reduce the working of that particular activeness of the particular pathogen. That's what we generally do. Still we are doing it, and we are publishing paper like this. Once the AI comes, totally it varies. Now people are doing different way. First they take directly in silico. They take the particular protein from the pathogen, whether virus or important pathogen, whether it is a virus or bacteria. So the protein is in silico, they dock. The docking is very advanced stage where it will show what are the compounds, chemical compounds. It will inhibit that particular pathogen. So in this particular pathogen is inhibited, means then they will also ask what are the compounds which will inhibit and how to synthesize also this. Earlier, chemistry people only will know to synthesis of the compound, then we go for the docking. Now, the non-chemist also, they can find out what are the chemical compounds which will inhibit and how to synthesis also. It will give the synthesis procedure. And another thing is, what are the next best compound? It is not only best, the next best compound which will also inhibit and how to synthesize this. So this is the very important and difficult part in the medicinal chemistry research. That now AI is simply doing it by whatever the data available in the internet. So that part, even the non-chemists in industries, the non-chemists also, they can get that particular compound, they can synthesize and they can go for the manufacture also. So this is the beauty of the in medicinal chemistry, I am telling. So everywhere the whatever the even in the law also field also, they can easily take down all the whatever the already existing in the internet, the decisions, they can easily take and give you within a few seconds. Within a few seconds, you can get the data. This is the beauty of AI. So whatever the manual work already existing, already known, it is easily you can get it. So it is very good for us. Our students also earlier in our field, they used to go for the chemical abstract index, find out whether my particular compound is synthesized or not. If already synthesized, how it was synthesized, what is the novelty of this. So everything it will give, but in the AI it will give also novelty. So whether it is novel or not, what is the earlier in any research, you must be knowing all over, you may be knowing you are publishing the paper. The first step is the literature study. We have to understand whether my work is already been done. Now that AI is giving all the list, everything, and giving what has been already done. In some AI they are giving the research gap also. What is the gap exists where you can do research. But there is a caution. Always there should be caution also. So if you use it without understanding, and also with the violation of copyright, on only cut and paste, then it is not going to be a ethical AI. I think ethical AI also they are concentrating. It will be a tool for us, but it will not do for us. So we have to do it. We have to take the data and analyze it and then use it. And I think most of you know about the plagiarism. When it comes to the plagiarism, UGC clearly says if it is it should be less than 5 words. Am I correct? 5 words or 14 words? 14 words, and it should be less than 10%. Then you are safe. If it is more than 10% of 14 words, if you publish a paper or thesis, you will be in trouble. Please go there and then see this plagiarism gazette notification is there in the UGC. 2020. So you should know about this when this is the danger. You cannot, for your personal use, say making a poem about your friend, all those things, it is very good. Nobody is going to check the plagiarism. But when it comes to the publishing, taking credit from the AI, you should be very careful. So this is definitely a very useful tool, but with the caution we have to use. And one more thing I just want to do, I know the computer people must tell this. We also check something, but it takes only whatever existing one in the internet. The novel things which it will not give you. Something which is already not been told, not been discussed, you will not get it. There is a treasure of knowledge which our mind can think and then do it. That you cannot get it from AI. Don't think that AI is the final. AI knows everything. Don't go to that stage. So our humans still have a lot of treasure in our knowledge that you cannot stop doing it. So I have gone through the list of sessions. It is really wonderful. I thought of attending also. I don't think I will be able to attend this because of my busy schedule. But I love to see the outcome of this because especially for non-computer science people, it will be very useful. Even for the computer science people, the experts like Dr. Uday Kumar Ramamurthy, they will be giving definitely very useful. He is going to talk about ION AI, the age of convergent AI. So it is going to be very useful for even for the computer science people. I take this opportunity to thank Department of Computer Science, especially Dean Dr. Sarasatya and HOD Dr. S.K. Vijaykumar and Coordinator Professor Potula Satyala for contacting the experts and bringing here for benefiting our delegates. I also thank our Director Professor P.G. Arul, UGC MMTTC, and the Assistant Professor Dr. K. Sujana for arranging this wonderful the 1 week short-term program, which will be very useful for the delegates. Also, which will be very useful for the speakers. They will understand how best we can make this and then present to you. So with these few words, I thanks once again the MMTTC and Department of Computer Science for inviting this function. Thank you.
The chief guest of the program, Sri Uday Kumar Ramurthy sir, Managing Director, Accenture Chennai. His insights will set the tone for this program.
கண்ணை இவை காப்பது சரி என்றால் என்னை தமிழ் காப்பதும் அப்படியே தமிழ் தாய்க்கு It's a pleasure, I've been here multiple times to the Pondicherry Central University, and every time I come here, I go back with a very big learning, and it was so glad to hear from you, sir. Right? I thought, oh, you already did my job, right? So what else I would do here is because kind of hit the nail on what he was saying. And I think it's a very interesting agenda that you all have, right? But when we talk about AI, what comes to my mind is, it's so funny these days, right? There was this employee, right? We had this floods in Chennai last week, right? And he was supposed to travel to North America. So I was supposed to approve his visa process. And you were also aware that the US government was on shutdown for more than a month over that, right? So he's sending me an email, right? It's flooding, raining, warm greetings of the day. Hope this email finds you well. Upon the holiday season embarking on us, and given that Trump administration has delayed this shutdown, there are so many USCIS applications resting on the shoulders of the immigration employees. Hence, I called and I said, who wrote this email? ChatGPT wrote this email. I said, I'm not going to approve this. You better go write, on your own words and send it to me. That I'll send for an approval. To this extent, right? So I think when Madam mentioned it's so pervasive, right? So pervasive to a degree where it's everywhere these days, right? I have a daughter, she's a 10th grader, right? And her name is Obia, right? And depending upon her mood swings, okay? She'll ask me, should I go and play now? Or I grab her phone and say, you can't use the phone anymore, right? She'll start making pictures of me and put it in this family group, sweet family. Right? Everybody has that, correct? Some group, right? She will put horns for me, she will put tail for me, right? Depending upon her mood, right? And days when, she's doing good, she's got whatever for me, she'll make Lord Krishna out of me also. She'll put that. And it is that pervasive with kids, with what you do in your daily life, right? And I still remember, right? This is not something very old, right? And of all the sessions that I've done before, right? This session that I'm going to do today is going to be a pleasing one for me. You know why? It's because when I was doing my college, right? In strike, I'll be there, right? Suspension, I'll be there, right? And everywhere, this hall of shame, right? My name will be there, right? And now I have so many lecturers in front of me, and it's glad, right? I'm going to do a session for that. It's very interesting. I started my career as a lecturer actually. I did it for a couple of years, and then it wasn't paying me that well those days. These days I think they are paying very well. So you are in a good profession as well. And so when it comes to AI, right? I think Sir mentioned it very beautifully, right? Every new thing has got an apprehension, right? People cannot embrace this because they are apprehensive of what harm will do, what technology is bringing in, all of that, right? I still remember and the reason why I would tell you this is because he also mentioned, right? We used to call it an idiot box, all of that, right? So I was doing my commerce, right? I did my, bachelor in Vivekananda College, Mylapur. I did my bachelor's in commerce. Whereas I'm actually from Tiruvannamalai. I don't know, anybody from Tiruvannamalai, I don't know. So I went to my father, right? There was a politician who runs a college. He's still a politician. Aruni Engineering College in Tiruvannamalai, right? My father was in politics too, and he said, the dad, get me an MBA degree, right? I said, Satyabama is what I wanted. So famous at the party time. I said, I want to go to Satyabama, right? Never released into school. Right? Anybody studied in Satyabama? Studied or? You studied there? Okay. It's a school, right? Kindergarten. I didn't realize that. So I told my dad, you gonna get me a seat there, right? He said, okay. He went to this politician and said, you have to get a seat for him because you're good friends with JPR and I'll have to go get a seat for me, for my son, right? He said, why are you sending him to MBA, man? Right? He'll be only selling water heaters, okay? Let's put him on the MCA. I mean, this happened, folks, in 1997, okay? 1997, MCA was like pretty new thing at the point in time. I didn't know. I've never seen a computer before in my life, right? All I'd seen was a television set, right? And it was already late. After a month, right, I went to the college. And this is, those days, right, the CPUs, you still have this, man. This is so big, right? You push it under, right, and then you'll have only the monitor, right, in front. You can't even see the CPU. I'm late, my mom said, Rajavaranta, right? Pondicherry page, college again. But it was straight lab, photon lab. Okay? I'm walking into the lab, and then I just sat there. And imagine, I've studied in an arts college in Chennai, going back to an engineering college, which was typically run like schools those days, right? And I'm walking in, and casually sitting there, everybody switching on. Something is coming up on the screen, right? And I didn't know that I have to switch on the CPU. I switched on the monitor. And I called, Madam, Padam Terla. Send me out that day, right? And you should get up. I didn't understand what harm did I do, right? I said, nothing is there. Well, from there to I completed my MCA and all that. The reason why I'm saying this is, right, AI was always there, right? The problem is, what a lot of us don't understand is that we think it's a new thing. It is not new at all, right? It was there like 50 years ago, 60 years ago. The problem was we did not have computing power for that, right? So when advancement in technology came towards computing, now AI is coming out big way. Because I remember, I started my IT career in 2006. I remember writing machine learning algorithms even in 2006. It's nothing new. But the problem is the amount of data set, I think Sir mentioned it beautifully, right? You got data everywhere. The amount of data set that I could play with, right, was very less. Because my computing power was not big enough. But now with large language models, the technology that we have improved, I think Google released, a couple of weeks back quantum chips as well. All of this is now allowing us to compute fast, compute big, compute more amount of data. And hence, it is looking as if it's a new thing. It is the oldest thing actually. I mean, I always tell people in IT, right? Because even I'm working in a professional service company, they'll always jokingly tell people, right? What is new? Nothing is new, right? ஒரே மேட்டர் தான் வேற வேற மாதிரி விற்கணும் ஏமாற வரையும் ஏமாறணும். And that is how it will work, right? I mean, nothing is new. My son was wearing a baggy pant. That is the fashion now. I said, I wore it in 1996, right? It's coming back, that's all. People have forgotten, something will come back, right? But the point here is, how do you utilize AI is very important, right? The more powerful you are able to use that, otherwise you will be left behind. That is important. Your kids are going to use that, your students are going to use that, everybody is going to use that. And Sir mentioned about mechanism, right? Oh, wow. My wife does her PhD in VIT, and I don't know, there is a step called as collegium, right? Collegium. I'm not an academic, so I don't understand. And she has to submit a review paper before that, okay? And she asked me to get a subscription of ChatGPT, that business edition. Okay? Which is like 2,000 rupees a month. I got her that, okay? And I know her vocabulary is not that great. Right? So I've known that because I've spoken to her and all of that. I know how she can write and all that. And she was doing something on Internet of Things, IoT. So she was asking my help as well. So she said, can you review I've done a review paper, you can just look at it, see if there are any suggestions. I saw it, I said, hey, you did not write this. She said, yes. Okay, what happened? Yeah, I used ChatGPT and everything. I said, you will be found. No, I will not be found. I said, how come? Because my guide, she is 55 years old. right? So she may not have, heard about ChatGPT. She will not find out. Right? I said, I'm telling you, she will find out, right? So the moment, the same day she came back, she was rejected, right? The paper was rejected. She came back and said, what happened? By the time you have to send the paper beforehand, correct? So she had run it through ChatGPT and found out where all she is copied from, right? The moment she started to present it and she came and said, this is where you are copied, right? She was sent out. So people above you are smarter than you. People below you are also smarter than you. So it is extremely important how you have to use AI as well, right? And we'll talk more again. I have another session where we'll talk about high on AI and in the age of convergent AI. We'll talk more. But essentially, as faculty members, you have to be equipped with AI to make personalized teaching. That is what is, in my mind, if I were you sitting there, what my takeaway after these 6 days would be, how can I, personalize my teaching towards individual students, their learning acumen, their IQ, and their, behavioral traits, all of that, contributes towards more personalized teaching, right? Which should be your biggest gain after this. And if you do that, I think this is something, Sir touched about the research in, medicine and chemistry as well, right? We do a lot of things, right? Some of the things that, we do at Accenture is, we call it as normative health, right? Which is, today, there is no personalized medicine, right? Is there any personalized medication? There's nothing, right? But a diabetes tablet someone takes, right, will work for him, will not work for somebody else. A BP tablet someone takes will work for him, will not work for someone else, right? And all of this today, doctors do it trial and error, right? And we are moving towards an era where it is going to be personalized medicine, right? Depending on your genes, your traits and everything, there will be a medicine that will work accurately for you for the first time, right? Which is possible only because of AI. Right? So let's talk more, and of course, the next sessions, you have to talk to me more as well, right? It cannot be one way. Looking forward to meeting with you, and thank you, Professor, for this opportunity, for having brought me here, and it's always good to collaborate with academicians, because I always tell, right, you folks know more than what we know all the time, right? It's just that we execute them on the ground, but whereas you execute it in your mind, right? That's only different. So it's always glad to collaborate. Thank you very much for the opportunity.
Thank you, sir, for that enthusiastic talk. Now this is the time to conclude this program with a vote of thanks. With due respect to all the dignitaries, I extend my heartfelt gratitude to all the dignitaries on the dais, starting from Professor K. Tanikar Sir, our Director, Studies, Pondicherry University, and Uday Kumar Sir, our Chief Guest of the program. We thank you, sir, for accepting our invitation and being here for the first session also. Now I also thank Sivasatya ma'am for giving us such a motivated lecture for all the participants. And I also thank our Director UGC MMTTC, Professor P.G. Arul, for taking the lead in conducting this program. Special thanks to Sujata madam. See, we have approached her in a span of 50 days. She was able to bring in 100 registrations. She has spread the program in such a way, like from all over India we have received the registrations. And we couldn't, at one point in time, we understood that we will not be able to accommodate so many participants. So many people were registering for the program, how to provide accommodation, how to provide food for all these. That is the demand of the program, as well as the widespread propaganda. She has given the publicity to this program in such a way so that it has reached all those who require this program, all those who feel that they need to learn AI. And as friends, all of you understand that AI is not limited to one field, not limited to research scholars or all the faculty, or even the faculty industry collaboration is also essential for fostering AI. Now, Madam has invited all the resource persons, 3/4 of them are from the industry. So she emphasized the need for industry academia collaboration through her program. I also extend my thanks to the EMRCC and the Computer Science Department for extending Madam, the course coordinator, all the support required, our HOD of Computer Science Department, Sivasatya Ma'am, Dean, and all the faculty members also who helped her in getting the registrations done properly.